Day of the Dead is regarded as a time where the dead can come alive again. The dead is nothing we have to be afraid of. It's just a part of life that we have to face. And in Mexican culture, that has become actually really important in the way we perceive life.
The Day of the Dead is a festival, and in that sense it's very much a celebration, and I suppose that is something that appeals to European and North American people, because that's not the way that we understand death. Death is, for us, a sad moment. We do remember our dead, but we remember them in times of solemnity.
I can see how this kind of tradition get connection with other people. This celebration is a demonstration of generosity, with the richness of color, and with the sound, with the air, with the paper that moves, the talk between all the family, not with sadness, not like someone that we lost, but like someone who is still with us.
It's a multi-sensory experience, I think, both for the people who make the altar and for the dead that visit. People go on journeys with the offerings and take them to the burial places. And they're sort of exploring this idea of the boundary between the living and the dead. It's a liminal place, and liminal places often need catalysts to bring things closer together. They eat together and, of course, listen to music and remember fondly their dead.
What is interesting in this celebration is not that the death is coming to eat or is coming to drink on the night, because we cannot see them. The grandmother says that they take the spirit of things, and they take the love of us.
It's really impressive how the atmosphere becomes really nice. The smell of all the flowers that have been torn apart to create that atmosphere actually makes you feel that you are going through something else beyond life. It's conveyed by the flowers, and it's really weird because it's the same smell, but it can tell you so many different things.
Day of the Dead as well is something to show us how the colonizations and the changes in the history of a country may include the new things, but preserving tradition.
What we're really talking about is what you see in a lot of cultures, which is material culture or images and ideas being transferred through time, obviously evolving as they come into contact with other cultures. So Mexican culture is very much a mix of the different
memories, and is really important in a world where it's so easy to forget.
Populations. When is the Day of the Dead? The first day is on the same day as Halloween, October 31st. Some believe that the gates of heaven open up at midnight on this day. The second day, November 1st, is when the spirits of the deceased children visit. The third day, November 2nd, is when the spirits of adults visit. What is the history of the Day of the Dead? The history of Dia de los Muertos dates back thousands of years, originating in Mesoamerica. In ancient Mexico, the indigenous Nahua group believed that when someone passed away, they entered the land of the dead. During their observances, food and other symbolic items were offered to help and guide the deceased on their journey to their final resting place. These ceremonial practices are considered the roots of the festivities we see during the Day of the Dead holiday today. How do people celebrate Day of the Dead? Surprisingly, the Day of the Dead is not a sad time, but a time of rejoicing and memories. It's a fiesta of flowers, food, candles, parades, prayer, and fun. Sometimes, parades are held where people dress up as skeletons and wear elaborate costumes, and this can include pictures of the deceased person, items that they liked, something to eat, candles, flowers, and gifts. Candles are lit during the afternoon at altars and gravesites to burn all evening. The light of the candles guides the way for souls. The final thing added to the altar is incense, which is a perfumed white smoke thought to attract the souls of those who have gone. During the Day of the Dead, special bread is eaten. This bread represents the souls of those who have passed on. The loaves are sometimes baked in the shape of skulls or round and decorated with bones. The bread is often decorated with brightly colored icing or seeds, which represent happiness in some areas of Mexico. Also, skeletons are a popular image during Day of the Dead celebrations. Not only are skeletons seen in decorations, but also in sweets, chocolates, and toys. The toys and dolls are used to introduce children to the idea of death so that they're not afraid of it. Often you can